Hi, my name is Zana, and I'm your negotiation coach. And today we're going to talk about how retail teams can benefit from enhancing their negotiation skills. Remember, a negotiation is simply an attempt to agree, and a de-escalation is simply an attempt to agree that has started up here. It's escalated, and our goal is to bring it down, all of the emotions and all of the energy, to a place of calm and healthy communication. De-escalate. When I think of negotiation and de-escalation within retail, I think of my time working for Lane Bryant for many years, working for Clinique, working for Prescriptives Makeup. I think of over a decade of time working with clients and working with internal team dynamics, all in the sake of serving our clients or our customers well, while also enhancing the corporation's productivity and building healthy relationships. I can think of one instance in particular when I think about client relationships, in which at Lane Bryant, we had a customer who came in who was quite livid with a return. She was not having it. She did not have her receipt present with her, which standards, policies, and procedures that we have to follow as we are in retail. But she did not have her receipt with her, and she was raving mad. The person, we'll call her Clara, who was at the register, was not in the headspace to be the person handling that particular customer in the moment. One of the things that you learn in negotiation is that it's very important to be mindful or to search for whether you are the person to be handling the negotiation or the de-escalation. If you're not in the right emotional stance or place to be able to handle the customer who's escalated, then you need to take a step back and pass it off to somebody who is. This is a standard piece of a negotiation, being aware and being mindful of whether you are in the emotional space to handle it. I remember that Kara was not in the place to handle it. She was livid herself. So she ended up passing it off to myself. And I was in the headspace to handle it. But there were also other days within retail where we would have the opposite effect, where I was not in the headspace or the emotional space to handle it, and she would be in the emotional space to handle it. So that's one way that retail teams can benefit from negotiation or de-escalation skills, is by building healthy client relationships, which enhances those client relationships and also increases profitability for retail. Now, the other piece of what works for retail is also the internal team dynamics. I remember within Lane Bryant, our stores had the tightest teams you could ever imagine. We got along, we communicated, and we were able to go from bottom of the company towards the top third of the company in performance because there was simply a change in management. We'll call this person Terrell. Terrell was an excellent manager. Terrell listened, cared, and always asked open-ended questions like, how was your day? How can we do things more effectively to serve you as the person who's on the front line serving clients or customers? So Terrell built a culture of community, and it was simply through negotiation techniques, the power of listening, the power of asking those open-ended questionings and actually listening and caring about the answers. And what did that do for our company? Again, it took us towards the top from the bottom. If you want to see your retail team go from the bottom to the top, then I would definitely encourage negotiation and de-escalation skills training. You can do it. I believe in you. Your coach. You got this.